what's interesting about Ethena is it has a similar approach to some of the challenges in the market right now as Infinex does, right? Like this idea of, let's build something that is incredibly usable as opposed to like, purely decentralized, right? Let's actually optimize for something that is accessible to people and can be scaled, right? And so the first version for them is predominantly using centralized exchanges to generate the volume and scale. But in an ideal world, if you had sufficiently deep liquidity for decentralized perps, which you will, right, in the future, then you could actually wean yourself off centralized exchanges completely and use a decentralized solution. So there's a lot of synergies between Synthetics and Infinex and Ethena in the sense that if Infinex is able to scale up to the same depth and open interest as, let's say, Bybit or Binance, right, on BTC and ETH perps, then you actually could come in, maybe you have to use, if you were going to try and do it with Bitcoin, maybe it's wrap Bitcoin or something like that, or TBTC or some other Bitcoin derivative. But on an ETH basis, you just bring ETH, drop it in, done, right? And that uses a decentralized execution engine in Synthetics. It would use a decentralized front end in Infinex, and then Ethena would be able to connect those two and trade, dynamically, and again, wean itself off this reliance on centralized exchanges because that's where the ball is, right? But yeah, Athena Super Live, it's really interesting to me. And, obviously another thing that I think is going to scale up a lot through next year. The interest rate at the moment is like 19.8. So it's getting scarily close to the old magic 20%. Let's hope that it stays under 20%.
Honestly, I've seen it at 30 and 25% recently too. It's nutty.
Yeah. So, if that genuinely can scale and we can wean Ethena by providing deep liquidity on a decentralized exchange, it has the potential to be a very powerful decentralized stablecoin. So yeah, super bullish on that project.